on that note, we made a video with the Apple Vision Pro yesterday, and we went the cheapest possible route. I bought $14 snow ski goggles,
literally ski goggles, but they look accurate. The only difference is the color, but they actually, from a distance, I was like, these are Apple Vision Pros.
Yeah, so I mean,
why would we buy them? They're $3,500. They literally cost like a good car, like an average car, like a Toyota Corolla.
They're like, it's like a car, okay car, not so great. You should just walk.
just catch the bus. Apple Vision Pro on the bus.
Oh man, who else in this Lambo with me? There's like 40 people looking at this crackhead in the back. It turns out it's ski goggles. He's really just like out of his mind.
He's just hallucinating. But
I don't see, like, it's cool. I'll give you that. It's cool. The stuff you could do on the Apple Vision Pro, what I've seen, like,
it's cool, but it's dystopian.
It's also creepy because I saw this video of this guy at a coffee shop replying to emails, and like, coffee shops are like kind of intimate. Everything's like kind of like close. And like this dude's emails are like next to him, so he like stares at the person next to him to go through his email.
Just imagine, I just go, you slap someone out of the way.
It's like, you want to discard this email?
Someone was standing there. That's the thing. Like,
knock their coffee.
I'm wondering if that becomes, if it's a hype and it dies down and it's gone, like VR was a while back. But if this thing actually catches on and becomes mainstream and normal, like a phone or an Apple Watch, I wonder if there's going to be regulations, because I've seen people crossing the street with these.
Worse, I've seen someone driving with it.
Oh yeah, and that like
driving a cyber.
There's got to be regulations on that thing, because eventually someone's going to get an accident. Who's liable? Not Apple, because I guarantee you there's a liability waiver in their contract to buy one.
Yeah, I mean, there's got to be something the way they're doing the phones, texting while driving. Now they're like no face objects, because they don't even let you wear headphones when you drive. So I think
there's no face object.
No, I'm saying they're eventually going to come out with a law that says nothing on your face when you drive. But then I guess the problem goes into like you were saying yesterday. What if they do become the size of sunglasses and eventually become the size of contacts? Now you really don't know what's going on,
They already have the contacts.
But I think at that point, people aren't going to be driving.
Oh yeah. That self-driving is going to be. But can we talk about that whole self-driving thing?
No.
Because when it gets to the point where people aren't driving, think about, again, goes back to the dystopian thing. Think about how dystopian that is. Like, you're behind on your bill this month. We're going to drive you to the repo.
Your car just takes you, dude, instead of getting towed.
No, that's actually... Something similar actually happened. Do you want to get into that for a little? Okay, so not the car thing, but...
Well, let me make a comment about the car thing.
Go.
Imagine you're parked illegally. You're parked illegally.
Yeah.
The time hits that like no more parking on that
car
street.
will just drive
your car just
back.
leaves and goes into the lot, and then you got to go pay and get it out. There's no more tow trucks.
Yeah.
There's no way that becomes a thing.
No, it's going to become, I guarantee you.
Did you see the video of the cop trying to give a ticket to the car, and like it's like a really high-tech car, so it does everything to avoid the cop giving a ticket? Like the windshield wiper starts turning on and starts spraying the cop, and then just starts driving, and this cop is like chasing the car.
I've never, that's
funny. Spins the block so you come back and then you get it. All right, go ahead. Where were you going?
Okay, so this is a real story. This is kind of scary and it's extremely dystopian. And this, by the way, this happened literally like not far from here. I forgot where specifically, but this lady who was all for this stuff, like she had the chip in her palm installed. She had a few things installed on her body to be contactless as possible. And she would like vlog on how she would pay for things by waving the Whole Foods scanner. You know how Whole Foods had the palm scanner now?
Yeah.
Yeah. She had that, but her apartment also had the palm scanner.
So everything
was palm scan. Her bank account, her car key, her apartment, everything was that. One day on Twitter, she retweeted and commented about a controversial topic. And somehow, because the thing is linked to Amazon, so that had access to all her accounts. Because of that, she had lost her she was I forgot what the word was, but she was like locked out of her own bank account, apartment, and car one day because she retweeted and commented on a controversial post. And then it counted as a hate crime therefore it was illegal. And then she was crying and then vlogging about how hard her life has been, and she was warning people not to get it after being so pro all about, like, her channel and her TikTok, everything was all about that lifestyle. Then she was crying on camera outside of her apartment because she wasn't being let in, because she was like flagged as a hate crime into her own bank account in her own apartment.
Whoa.
Because she had ditched her card, her keys and everything to have the thing installed in her palm.
It's kind
Like,
of
how
weird.
fucked up is that? And this lady could not have been an actor, because I watched the videos all the way through. It was all legit. And she was like legit, like crying, regretting her choices. And she was like, and it was so creepy. Like, and then, but the way I know it wasn't fake is the story just, like, every like news reporter, all of those people just rejected her story. They weren't allowed to talk about it.
That's really weird.
That's like, imagine how scary that is when it gets to that point and you can't drive your car.
Yeah, I mean, there's the self-driving cars just came to LA. Like, they were just a thing in, I think, San Francisco and a couple other states. They were doing it, but it just came to LA. Like, there's this company that's just full self-driving.
It's not for you. It's so that if you want to go somewhere you shouldn't go, they won't let you. That's what I think.
So here's a video I saw. Another video I saw was this car. There's people in the back of it. It pulls up, and there's a cop. The street's closed, and the cop is like giving directions. And the people in the back are like, "What are we supposed to do?" You know, like, the car's not moving. It's like, I think that's another problem it's going to get into. You know, like, what if there's like roadblocks?
Yeah. I mean, no, the system can get smart enough to start detecting that. They can program that easily. Yeah. But that's not the issue. The issue is when like, let's say, how to explain this? I mean, there shouldn't be a reason for you to be getting arrested, but let's say there's a warrant out for your arrest, whether it's
Very
a mistake or
thing.
not.
Yeah.
You get into your car, you're trying to go to work. It's locked. Your steering wheel gets locked. We're taking you to the nearest police station.
Oh, man.
Like, what are you going to do? You're locked. And that lady
I don't know
already
if it's
proved
ever going to get to that point.
they wanted to, though. Think about how crazy those people in power, their greed and hunger for power, and they're already corrupt. How much more do they want to shit on poor people? Like, there's psychopaths who want it, but people will eventually start picking up on it and rejecting it.
All right, if
But
it
some
gets to
people
that
won't.
point, I'll be like, all right, you were right.
I hope not. I hope I'm not right. Like, that's not what I want. But I'm saying that's a potential direction that they're trying to, like, you know, like wolf in sheep's clothing type of shit. Like, hey guys, look, you don't have to drive anymore. You don't have to drive anymore.
Yeah, the whole thing is creepy. I mean, let's talk about because I did see the Apple Vision Pro person driving the Cybertruck,
Me
which
too,
is like
yeah.
full futuristic.
Yeah.
You know, like, everything about that like screams like future, whether it's for good or for bad. But I just thought it was so interesting. Like, what is he looking at? Like, what do you need to see when you drive, right?
Especially if it's most likely not going to be more than a 20-minute drive.
I mean, regardless of how long it is, like, even if like you want to just not have anything up and you just want to have the glasses on, like, what's the point? Like, it's just darker.
Oh no.
Like, what could you be like doing on that like makes it worth it while you drive?
It's literally just dopamine. Like, people who always need to be doing something when there's too much space to think.
Yeah.
Just dopamine.
Yeah,
It's like the same reason people vape. They just need to be hitting something no matter what, whether it's a visual stimulation or an oral stimulation.
So do you personally think, like, we talked about the Apple Vision Pro, what are your thoughts on the Cybertruck?
It depends. Like, what's it for?
Driving.
What's special about it?
It's a car. It's a Tesla. I mean, it's like a truck that they're trying to advertise as a pickup truck. That's not the price of an expensive pickup truck, I guess. That's electric.
What's the price of it?
What are they starting at, like 70,000 right now? 60,000? Look it up. No, I promise you. I think those don't come in until next year. The ones that are coming this year are like 90, 100,000 that you see on the streets right now.
But that's the thing. Like, what's so special about them? Like,
I mean, it's just like a future.
Is it just
it's just a pickup
Tesla
truck,
truck?
electric pickup truck, pretty much. Right, Armand?
I mean,
What's it starting
I
at?
just feel like the people.
So it starts
here's
at
the-
80, yeah.
Here's the problem. It's like the average person who likes Teslas will get it, but I feel like people who actually need trucks and pickup trucks don't like electric stuff anyways. So it's like, it's kind of like appropriating truck culture onto the road. Because if anything, it just looks cool. Like it's like an aesthetic thing.
No, it's definitely always been a conversation. I think even getting into electric cars, like now it's obviously worse because it's getting into like pickup trucks. When people think pickup trucks, they think gas, diesel.
Yeah.
They think this, that.
Yeah.
But I think that was the conversation when regular electric cars were becoming a thing too. They're like, oh, we're not going to have noise. We're not going to have this. We're not going to have that. And then it slowly gets adapted into culture. I think that's going to take it's going to be a process. I mean, the other thing with the Tesla trucks is now they're not like, Brittany was telling me, I don't know if you guys heard, you're not allowed to sell your
that's another
Cybertruck
dystopian
for like
thing.
a year or two, right?
Oh, wait, well, a year or two.
I think it's like they're just trying to make people not buy it now and just start selling it, resell it, and make the value higher. They just want them to be the ones selling it pretty much.
That makes sense. But can you not sell it forever?
What's the rule? Do you know that, Armand?
Because if you can't sell it forever, then it's even more dystopian. It's like you can't share cars, you can't sell cars, you can only give it back to the big corporation and then take it from the big corporation.
I mean, the whole other thing was, I think they were trying to pass something where like cars have to be a certain color kind of thing too.
Dude, that's exactly what I mean. Because then it's like, then everything's gonna be gray or a certain shade.
Like going back into time, it seems like, right?
Yeah, it's just that's what I mean. It's exactly what I've talked about before. It's like they're trying to get everyone to just become a barcode instead of their own unique individual self.
You never know. This might come one day. This is like gray and white.
Fuck no. No. This like imagine if your car was just gray, black, or white instead of the blue and pink that it is now.
All right, here we go. According to the no resale clause in the Foundation Series Cybertrucks, you cannot sell the Cybertruck for the first year after delivery. If you do it, you can only sell it to Tesla. Otherwise, you agree to pay the EV maker a $50,000 fine or as much as you made from the sale if it's more than that.
Just prove my point. It's starting to get dystopian. It's like there's no more trading, no more peer-to-peer like connection. It's just like barcode to corporation. By barcode, I mean the human, because they're just treating people like barcodes now.
Yeah, I mean, that's crazy.
Yeah, but
I do like the Cybertruck though.
Yeah, like the Cybertruck, I can see why it's cool because it literally looks like it's out of the video game. But it's like, but again, people who drive trucks are like diesel men, like people who want to burn gas, who want to see the black CO2 shit coming out of their car.
Well, now, on that note, they also now they've launched the 18 wheeler, whatever it is, Tesla.
That thing I actually like because they showed their braking capability and it's so much better than normal trucks. That thing can just go like this, whereas a normal diesel truck, you need like a countryside to start braking.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's
like,
why they have all those like dugouts to like, oh no, if you're slipping, go 8 miles off the side of the road here.
Exactly. Yeah.
No, but also it's good because I mean those cars are traveling like thousands of miles at time. So it's like now you just take away all that gas.
Yeah. So there's less smoke in the air and less fog.
I mean, then it goes to the conversation of is electric worse than gas, which I guess it was a debate. Like to create an electric car takes more energy, more this, more that than it would. Huh?
For now, yeah.
Because, I agree.
Because we're still in the diesel era trying to get electric resources. But do you know what the solution is going to be?
Walking?
Yes. No, but do you know what the solution? This is, again, I'm going off the rails right now. But the solution is going to be like, oh, sorry, guys. Electric wasn't actually the solution. Now we're going to give you hydrogen devices.
I mean, they're already coming out with water-powered stuff.
Do you know what the water-powered works? How it works? It's hydrogen. Hydrogen is like the cheapest thing in the universe. When you get hydrogen to burn, what comes out? Steam. So technically, you're just cooling the air. So it actually does solve the climate issue, if there is one, while also not needing so much diesel trucks to get electric lithium resources for Teslas. So this right now, I feel like this is like the first trial and error of steering away from gas and diesel. And then they're eventually going to be like, oh, wait, hydrogen was actually the solution. And then it's going to be mostly hydrogen and electric. And then that's actually going to help the environment.
Interesting.
No more smoke in the air and shit.
I mean, that's probably, we're thinking what? 100 years from now.
Oh, no, it's like 105.
Damn. Well, we might never see it unless there's something that can make us live forever.